So recently on Twitter, there was a competition run by Book4Games, and it was for their precision storage box at launch. And lo and behold, I won one of these things. I can't believe it. Let's talk about what I think of it. So Book4Games is a company based in France that designs storage solutions for retro games, and they're actually working on a Game Boy storage box now, which I think is a great idea. I think they should actually work on a Nintendo Switch precision storage box. I think that would be perfect for them, and then move on to maybe some of the Sega stuff like the Mega Drive, Sega Master System, all of that sort of stuff. They can do a whole range, and I think that's where they want to head in the future. So I think that's, so I think that's a really cool idea to be able to do that. So it's a thick laminated cardboard box that comes in two different versions. There's the North American and also the European Super Famicom version of the console on the front cover. I personally love the European version of the Super Nintendo opposed to what the Americans got. Sorry, but that's a fact. But I think it looks really cool. So when you open the box, it has a high density foam inlay that's precision cut to fit the games in nice and snug. And I have to say, I really like the overall feel of the inlay. It does sit the games very tightly in there, but not overly tight. You can still get the games in and out relatively easy. So what was really cool, it comes with these holographic stickers. Also PlayAsia threw in two of their stickers, but with the holographic stickers, it's the alphabet, or it comes with different gaming companies, which you can put on the spine of your box. So as a collector of Super Nintendo games, I thought it was a really cool idea to have a box like this. Now, I've been on a mission to recollect for the Super Nintendo, okay? And I've been getting reproduction games. And even with the reproduction games, they're coming in a nice cardboard box. But I find myself in the situation where I do take the games out of the box and leave them out of there because I don't want to keep opening, closing the box, and over time I know I'm going to damage that box. One really cool thing about this is that it has magnets. So you close it shut and it stays shut, and the magnets aren't that strong to do any damage to your games, and is also protected by that foam layer as well. So I thought that was a really cool idea, and it does look really good on your shelf. Now, it won't fit in a Billy bookcase. This is IKEA. I have a Kallax behind me, which it fits perfectly in. So that's one thing to consider when you get this thing, where you're going to store it. You won't be able to store it on a Billy bookcase like this. On a coffee table, maybe on your TV stand or somewhere else, it will fit. But Kallax it does fit into. So that's something you really need to consider. I think sitting it on a coffee table in your games room or your living room, it just adds a nice feature to that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this storage solution, but there is an ouch factor, a really major ouch factor for those of us that live here in Australia, and that's the postage. Now, whenever you buy something from PlayAsia, postage is always going to be high. This retails on PlayAsia about $20 US, which is about $27 Australian at the moment with the exchange rate. When you go to the postage section, that's where it really hurts. About $21 Australian. So you're taking it up to about $48 for just one of these, which, it's really hard to justify. And I think if Book4Games could find somebody locally here in Australia to be a distributor, that would help immensely alleviate some of the pain from the postage, whether it be EB Games, the Gamesman, or even something like Mighty Ape, which is an online store. That could really help. I wouldn't mind walking into EB Games and paying $29 for one of these, maybe even up to $34. I could live with that. I can actually go in there and pick one of these things up, because I do want to have another one for my collection on my bookcase, my Kallax bookcase, to put some more, I guess, of my precious Nintendo games in there. But overall, this is a great product. So is this something worth getting? Honestly, I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide. I'm just going to present it like I have. I'll leave a link down to Book4Games website. Go into the most frequently asked questions because they do answer some of the questions that I have, some of my concerns as well about the pricing. Who is this for? Why are they doing this? And it all makes sense when you read that sort of stuff in there. I can see this is something that I don't see a collector with 300 Super Nintendo games wanting to have all their games in this box. This is something that I want to display my most valuable games, I guess you could say, instead of having them in the cardboard box where I'm going to be taking them in and out all the time. And I thought this is something that would be perfect for a display, a centerpiece for when you have some friends over. They can go in it, open it up and look inside, and wow, there's games in there. So it really is up to you to decide. You're old enough to make your own decisions about this. I probably want to revisit this in 12 months time just to see about wear and tear on this thing, but so far it should be okay. It's something that you're not going to be opening day in, day out. It's just something that you're going to do every now and again when you want to play your Super Nintendo games. So yeah, I am very happy. I want to thank Book4Games, PlayAsia for sending this to me, and it was a prize. They didn't send it to me to review. It's just that I wanted to give my impressions of it. End of the day, do you want to get it? It's up to you. So until next time, guys, bye.